Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. And you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Coyotes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Roach. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. In. To the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gets him the ball at the 29-yard line. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Makes the catch around the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
Snags it! They will score! Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. On the play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Coyotes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten...
Gonna take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Unloads to the right. He got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Coyotes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got a man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The snap sets up the throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Coyotes will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB, dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Coyotes will send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the target. Got him, and nobody's close. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. He'll turn it loose out to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Play the analytics here and you go for 2. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the... Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here.
first possession because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating. With his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Comes out throwing on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Quickly complete.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bulldogs are flying down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Coyotes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on.
And after that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kemp.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down up to 44. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernails. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. And the pass hits. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Coyotes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. They're trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now second and 10. He's looking to throw. He finds his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with second and 4. Handoff from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy...
Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilkerson. And the returner will be brought down. And now this offense will take the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Hainsworth. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Coyotes will punt this one away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Coyotes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. The throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built a lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That